Alright, hello Fast Learners, welcome to the Fast Learn Hub. And in today's video, we're going to talk about the joins in MySQL. We're going to see what joins are and the types and the different types of joins we have. But we literally know that a join is used to combine data from two or more tables based on a related column. That there has to be a related column that we are basing on to join the two tables. That instead of having sometimes instead of having a very big table, we can split this table into multiple tables, and then we later on combine this table using the join prompt. So we have the inner join, the left join, and the right join, as well as the full outer join. Okay, so let's go to MySQL. Okay, so we're in our command prompt. I'm ready. CD generate to the root. I'm in the root. Then I'll go to the generate the MySQL. Then to the bin. Enter. Then I'll sign in, which is my MySQL minus user root minus p. Enter. So we're here. So we have going to use. I have a database called use. I want to use a database called. I have a database which is university. And so my data, now we are in the university database, so we can show the tables. I have tables. I have some tables in this. So in the university, we have two tables. We have one of course heads, and the other is for students. Okay, we can go ahead to select all from students. All right, in the students table, we have the ID of the students, the student name, and the course ID. Okay, you can again as well select all from courses to fetch data from the courses table. And we have here in the courses table, we have the course ID, the course name, and the course name. So we can now start to practice. We can start to join these two tables using the different types of joins we have. I'm going to start with the inner join. I'll start with the inner join, and in here I'll say select. I'll just literally select the student name, but I'll select student from the student name. This line of code here says that I'm fetching data for student name, but dot this this qualifier is calling the student name from student, the table students. It is not even students, it is students. So students.student name. I also want to call the course name. So from the courses table, I'm calling the course. I'm fetching the course name. Okay, from students. So we are suggesting to start with the student as the main table. The main table students, inner join. So we're joining this. We're joining it with the courses, which is the second table we have. Courses on which condition? On student dot students dot course ID equals courses dot course ID. Underscore ID. Alright, so what I'm trying to say is that I'm selecting the student name. I'm fetching the student name from the students, from the table students, and then I also fetched the course name from the table courses. I started with students from students as the main table, and I joined it with the courses, the next table, with the second table, which is courses, on a condition whereby students ID, because we have the students ID in the courses table, and the student ID again, it's the primary key it's also familiar in that in the students table. So I'm using this condition that these two have a related column, which is course ID. So that is the condition I'm standing on to join them, but I'm using inner join. So when I go on and I terminate, they gave me this. So what we have here is that notice that you're going to notice one thing, that the networking course ID does not show. It doesn't show. Networking is not showing in this table because no student is taking it. Remember, with the inner join for it, it only returns those rows that match in both tables. Now the fact that networking does not, no student is taking networking, it was left out. Okay, so let us practice also left join. So with left join, I'll say select still student's name from students. So this will be student score name, and then still on the courses, the course name from courses, from students as our main table. And now we are left join courses on students, on which condition? Students dot course ID then courses dot course ID terminate. Oh, there's an error. I think here an error of student. It's student. It is students, not student. Students dot course ID course dot course. Okay. That will be shown. We terminate. Okay, this is what we have. So we started with students table, left join the course to the courses, and the condition we are standing on was students. So with the left join, it returns only students, even if returns all the students, even if they don't have a matching course. Okay, a student had an invalid ID, their name would still show up, but the course name would be null. Okay, you get? So in this example, all the students have course units, they have course units that they took. That's why they are not seeing any null. But had there been any student who invalid course unit name, an invalid course unit or course that he was taking, his name would still appear on the left, but then in the course name it would be null. So if a student has, so here it's just matching the courses, but if no match, the course name becomes null. Okay. All right. Okay. Now maybe what you can do, let me just have another student with an invalid ID, a course ID. For example, I can insert. Let me see whether this will. I want us to be able to see the left join very well. Insert into students. We saw how to update our tables in our first sessions. Insert into students. We have the ID. We have the student name, and we have the course ID. So we have values. Which values do you want to give? Values. This would be, let me say this is 5, and then the student name, let me say it's Trevor, and then the course ID is going to be 105. Okay. Yeah, I terminate. Okay, I have one query. So if I select all from students, so we have now 5 values. We have student name. We have now even Trevor inclusive. So when we go back to our left join courses on students, this is what I really wanted us to have to see. Now see that with this in place, we are saying that we said that the left join returns all students. It is returning all the students even if they don't have a matching course. So you see that in the course table, there was no course. Trevor was taking a course ID which is not in the course table. This is 105. But when as we go to the course table, where is it? It's here. So this is the course, the table for the courses. There's no 105, which no 105. So it literally, but because we left joined, so Trevor was not left out. Trevor was inclusive, was included, even though there's no matching what? There's no matching ID. But had I used, if I happen to use the inner join, with the inner join here, if I go ahead and terminate, Trevor will be left out because for the inner join, it only matches, it only returns all those rows that match in both tables. So the fact that Trevor has no matching ID, when I use inner join, it will be left out. But when you use left join, it will bring back all the students, but then the course name will be, the course name here will be null. Okay, so similarly we can go ahead and do the same with the right join. So with the right join, the right join only will return all the courses even if now no student is enrolled. You get? So even if there is no student is enrolled there, it will turn all the courses. Now for example, this we shall just say select. Okay, we can just actually have this in place because this is the same code we need. We can just bring it back. Okay, so we are selecting student's name. We are selecting the student's name here. Student's name, which is coming from the students table, and now we selected the course name, which is coming from the courses table, from the student, which is the main table, and we join it, inner join. Now here we're not going to do inner join, we are going to right join courses. Students, join it with the courses. On what condition? Students.course ID, the course ID from the students will equal to the course ID from courses. Okay, we bring them. Okay, so this is what is happening. We are having all the courses being selected, and even that course that has no student. So that's why we say that with the here it returned all the courses even if no students is enrolled. So no student enrolled for networking, but it returned it back. Okay, so it started with all courses. So if a course has a matching student, it shows the student. If no match, the student name becomes null. So the student name here became null. So null happens because networking has no students yet. So we don't have any student who is taking networking. Okay. So the only thing you see that with the left, it brings the null has to be on the right. With the right in join, with the right join type of join, the null goes to the left. Okay, so the last one is going to be, let me have a comment, it's going to be the full outer join. This is just a comment, it will not be executed. So literally we do not have MySQL does not support directly the full outer join. However, just know that with the full outer join, it returns everything. It will return all the students and all the courses, whether they're matching or not. In MySQL, we can only assimilate it using the left join and the right join. So we can join that. We can just add the left join and plus the right join, while by using the union command. Okay, so this is what I'm trying to say. So if you want to have the full outer join, what we shall do, we shall call in the left join, which is this. This is the left join courses. So when we left join, we shall not terminate here. We shall just use the prefix union, and then we shall again call in the right join. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay, it's union. Okay, so we shall again say select, calling in the right join, select students, okay, union. Let me have this on a separate line. Union, enter, select students dot student dot student name, comma, courses dot course name from students right join courses on students. That's a condition. Course ID equals courses dot course ID. It's the same thing we were doing. What we have just included in here with the full outer join is this prefix union, because this first line was the code of the inner. It's the inner join, our inner join. Then we're having here the right join. Only that we're adding both of them to have the full union. So with that, I'll go ahead and then terminate and enter. All right, so the first part is the left join. It keeps all the students. Okay, but it keeps all the students, and even if there is no matching course, that's where it will put a null on the side of the course. So the second part is the right join. It keeps all the courses, so all the courses are here, and then the students will have a null. Okay, so the union combines both results. Okay, so that is a bit of a full outer. So the full outer join is just a combination of the left join and the right join. So a recap: inner join, only it matches. It has to have only matches. It doesn't include those things that don't match. With the left join, all students, even without courses. With the right join, all courses, even without students. For the full join, everything, whether it matches or not. Okay. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Please consider to subscribe, like, and share. Fastlane Hub, I love you all.